In this video, I'm going to show you the best no-code AI website builders you can use right away. These are AI tools that you can use to build a complete website, and you can either import it into WordPress or you can use it to sell a pitch to your clients, right? I'm going to show you right away. By the way, if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, I am Faith. I'm a digital marketer and a web designer. I help business owners build professional websites with WordPress, WooCommerce, and Shopify. And on this channel, I teach complete beginners e-commerce, digital marketing, and web design. If these are things you love, please subscribe to my channel and let's get right into it. In my previous video, I talked about how to build a WordPress website with ChatGPT. In this video, I'm recording how to build a website with no-code AI website builders like Relume. I'm going to do Relume. After Relume, I'm going to do LOVABLE. So if you look at my screen now, you can see what I have already built here. This is the application I have designed here. If you look at here now, this is the full website. So this is how it looks like on mobile. Let me switch to desktop. If you look at it here, this is how it looks like on desktop. It has the nav bar, and you can actually add more sections if you want. This is the hero section. You can see the content side, and then you can see the footer aspect. If you switch to tablet, you can see how it looks like on tablet. It is tablet responsive, or also mobile responsive. Let's switch to mobile. This is how it looks like on mobile. It is optimized automatically. So this is Relume. I'm going to leave the link to this particular website in the description of my video. Please do well to actually watch it. Make sure you watch to the end, because I'm also going to give you the exact prompt I'm using to build all of these websites. As soon as you sign up, you click on the link, you just sign up with your email. It's straightforward. So if you come here, you can see this is the interface. You can go to your dashboard. This is file where you can actually export whatever you've done, right? The interface looks like Figma, and one good thing about this is that you can export your design as a Figma file. You can export it to Webflow. You can use React. You can also do HTML. Let's say you're building a WordPress website, you can export as HTML and use it on your WordPress website. So however you want it, you are already good to go. So I'll walk you through the entire process, right? So this is the name of the tool I've built, which is called Cloudify. This is where you can actually type what you want. You can prompt what you want here. Once you type your prompt here, this is a particular tool I actually built here. Here you can specify the number of pages you want. You can specify the language you want. Then you click on generate. We're going to do that, but before then, let me show you around. So you can do sitemap. You can actually generate just sitemap. You can do wireframe. You can actually switch to style guide. It's going to give you, and that's the style guide for this particular tool I've built. Can you see it? This is the style guide for it. This particular website does everything for you. The only thing you have to do is just type your prompt, exactly what you want. It does exactly that for you, and this is the design. Let me go back to the wireframe so that you can see the wireframe of this particular tool. This is the wireframe. The wireframe of this particular tool I've built here. So if you look at here, I'm going to zoom in. You can see, if you zoom in, you can see how it looks like. Then if you want to do more of wireframes, you have to upgrade. As you can see, I'm using the free version here for this tutorial. You can decide to go for the pro if you want, because if you're doing a lot of work, definitely you might need this. This is just prompt and design. This is the wireframe of this particular tool I have built here. This is how it looks like. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to click on here. If you click on here, you can decide to add any section to the design you have made. Stuffs you can add, about us section, you can add benefit section, you can add a blog list, and all of that. So if you click on any of them, it will give you the wireframe for each. Let's say you want to change here. Now you can decide to click on any of them, whichever one you want. You choose that layout. So this is what this particular tool has for you. It has a pre-made wireframes. You can just click and it comes to your canvas, right? So this interface here is the canvas where you do your design, and here is where you do the prompting. Here is where you add sections you want to add. This section, this nav bar, is just the nav bar here. It gave us this particular nav bar, and you can decide to change it and add what you want. It has 8 instances for you. The footer section is the last part. Look at it. Can you see it? It also has 8 instances you can pick from. Then you are good to go. That is that for wireframe. Then it has the style guide for you, which you can actually export, right? So this is the style guide. We are using Inter as the body size, the font, right? So these are the colors we're using for this, so you can see the outcome of this. So this tool is perfect for UI UX design. If you want to do UI UX design, you can actually do it here. Get the wireframe, get the high fidelity design, and also come here and export to Figma. When you go to Figma, you do the configuration. So let's say I go to the design, right? If I switch to the design, the end result which I have built, let me switch to the desktop mode so that I can show you something you can actually do here. Let's say this is, let me zoom in. So let me zoom in. So you can decide to actually change this. You can decide to change this to manage your instances. You can just add text. Can you see? You can make changes. Then the image, you can click on the image and upload anyone you want. If you feel like you want to upload another image, you can do that here. So you can make changes to the design already. Once you click on it, it opens up here. You can decide to change it. You then the default ratio, you can switch from what you have here, which is the default, to 16:9. You can switch to 3.2. However you want it, you can do that. Then you switch to center alignment or top alignment. So this tool is built for design. It is perfect for anybody that wants to build with AI completely, whether you're doing UI UX design or you're just doing website design. So I'm going to start all over again. Let's prompt again to see what we can build. So let me quickly click a new project. So here now I want to walk you through the entire process of creating your first web application or website with Relume. This tool allows you to build just one project, right, for free. So now this is the Rebank platform I want to build. So I'm going to name the project here Rebank. Rebank is a digital bank that offers a range of financial services primarily for mobile apps. So this is the tool I want to build. I'm going to choose the number of pages. I want it to have 2 to 5. This is absolutely all you need. So I'm going to switch to design right away, but in your own case it's still the same thing. It's going to generate the sitemap, the wireframe, the style guide, and all of that. That is basically it. So if you want to add the style guide yourself, you can get started here and then do all of that, but I'm just going to go straight to this. I'm going to click on what generates, and it's going to do justice to that. So it is generating. Let's wait for it to generate, right? So as you can see, this AI tool has done justice to this. This is our digital banking web application. Can you see banking that moves with you? It is complete. That's actually generated all of these things for us. All right, can you see that it has done exactly what we expected it to do? So can you see that the web application design has been done? Can you see? So this is the footer section. If you click on this footer section, you can make changes to it, right? So you can decide to choose whichever one the layout you want here. Let's say you don't want this layout, you want to pick this layout. As you can see, if I hover around it, it shows you here. So if I decide not to go for that one, I can go for this. I can decide to go for footer 11. So that is how you choose the one that matches your taste. And that is that for it. You can decide to click on this section too. Click on this section. So click on any section you want to change. You want to replace this section, you can click on it. And then this is CTA section, right? You can click on it. You can make changes to the asset type, how you want it to look like. You can do it here. The images there, you can control the images here. This image here, you can decide to upload another one from your computer. So if that is what you want, you can just do that from your computer. Let me say I want to change this to this one. I can decide to open it and then upload it here. Then you can change the orientation. Now the current ratio here is 16:9. You can switch to any other ratio you want, but I will leave it at this. So the image is cover. You can decide to do contain. If you do contain, this is how it looks like. Can you see? But I'm going to leave it cover. Then you can actually shape this. If you want it to be in circle format, can you see it has changed to circle, but I will leave it in square shape. So this is how it looks like. You can use the overlay is highlighted because it's not available for this component. So if you want to change this entire component, just click on it, then click on CTA. This is number 32. You can decide to use any of these CTA samples. Can you see if I hover around anyone, it will change to that CTA. So this is CTA2, CTA20. This is how it looks like. This is CTA22. So you can use the different section components. These are components that you can switch to get what you want. If you don't like what it has given to you, you have the option to choose. This is CTA14. It's still loading. That's why it's not clear. So make changes to it. Choose the layout. If you don't want this layout pricing, if you don't like it, this particular one now is pricing 20. That's the layout here is number 20. You can decide to use pricing 6. If I hover around it, can you see how it looks like? This is 7. If I hover around 7, you can see how it looks like. That is basically how to make changes to this. Can you see? So we have built this. Let's see how it looks like on tablet. This is how it looks like on tablet. This is how it looks like on mobile. Can you see? This is how it looks like on mobile. This is excellent. This is perfect. So let me go back to desktop mode, and then you can decide to add any section. If this section you want to add extra section, just click on any section, over around any section, you click on add section here, and here can you see that you can move this up and down? Can you see? If you're not comfortable where this one is, you can bring it down. You can bring it down here. Can you see? You can just place it here. Can you see? So these are things you can do. Any of these things you can change them. Come here and change them yourself. Account, you can write anything you want. Let's say I want to write quality. You can make changes to it, write anything you want. And then the size, if you don't want this size, you can actually do something about it here. So if you want to align the text to, let's say you want to align this text to the left, this is where you do it, to the center, all these things here. You can see column. How many columns? 3. We have 3 columns. If you want 4 columns, you go for 4 columns, but I will leave it at 3. 3 is okay. And then you have the assets. If you want to add the icons, can you see? This is where you pick the icons. This is where you switch to image. Now we have icons. Can you see icon? Can you see image? If you switch to image, those icons will change to image placeholder. Then I'm switching back to icon. You can choose what you want. Then the background. Is it the background color? Yes, white. You can choose the background you want, which is background white. You can choose image background. You can choose video background. I will leave it at the color background. You can decide to change the scheme, which is the color. If you come here, click on this. If you want darker section, you choose that one. If you want this particular one, so but I'll go with the default one. So these are things you can do. Anything you click on here, you have the flexibility to either explain to AI to write it for you, or you make changes yourself. So these are things you can actually do, and this is how to build a website or a web application, design a web application, or design a website with Relume AI website builder. So if you want to export here, this is the export feature. You want to export as HTML, that is fine. If you want to export as a Figma file, just leave it there and then click on export. This is how it looks like. If you are exporting as a Figma design, you can get your Figma kit. You can also export as Figma site. That is that. So you can follow this, get a copy of the Relume Figma kit, then import into the Figma kit with Relume plugin. So they have a plugin there you can use to import it when you export. Can you see? So this is the Relume Figma kit. You can open in Canva. As soon as you open it, from there you get access to this. So that is that. So let's say I want to export as HTML. I can just click on export. But if you want to export as HTML, it simply means you have to upgrade to Pro version, however you want it. If you want to export for Webflow, the same thing applies. You have to upgrade to Pro. So let's say I want to just make it a Figma file. Then to export, you have to do all of this. Follow these steps to export your Figma design. Get a copy. As soon as you get a copy, see the copy there, import into Canva. So I've already got, this is it. You can open this in Figma. Just log into your Figma account. You'll be able to export that design. It will come into your canvas immediately. So that is that on how to use Relume to build a website. Lest I forget, remember that you can come here and use your own prompts, right? So you must not use the exact prompts they have given to you here. You can decide to create your own prompts to build whatever you want. And you know what that means? As soon as you export this, you can use this to build whatever you want. You can export it to Figma, give it to your client, and you're good to go. So if you want to get access to Relume, I will leave the link in the description of this video. Sign up and get access to it. And in my next video, I'm going to show you how to design a website using Lovable, and I'll also show you how to design using Hostinger AI too. And don't forget to watch my previous video on how to use ChatGPT to design a WordPress website. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.